How can you shrink your pores? As a health expert, I get this question all the time. So here's exactly what I tell my patients. I'm Dr. Eric Berg, and I'm here to help you understand your health and skin so you can find solutions that actually work for you. If you appreciate this kind of content, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. The longer I've been practicing and working with people, the more I realize that almost everyone is bothered by their pores. Even though they are a normal anatomical structure on your skin, which we will dive into, I completely understand wanting them to look more refined or less prominent. Today, I'm going to share my top tips, strategies, and product recommendations to help make your pores look much less visible. When it comes to human skin, we actually have multiple types of pores. A pore is essentially an opening that connects the deeper layers of your skin to the surface. You have sweat pores that handle perspiration, but you can't really see those. The pores people are usually bothered by or complain about are actually tiny hair follicles or openings for hair growth. Aside from containing a tiny hair, each of these pores has an oil gland attached to it. That oil gland produces sebum, which travels up through the pore to be released on the surface of your skin. When people say they have oily skin, it essentially means the oil gland attached to each of those hair follicles is producing a high volume of oil. Now, the size of your pores and how they look is partially in your control and partially out of your control. By far, the biggest factor determining pore size is genetics. Some people are simply predisposed to having larger pores, while others are not. People with oilier skin also tend to have larger looking pores because that oil gland is pushing more oil through to the surface. Sometimes the oil gland itself becomes enlarged, which makes the pore look even bigger. Our skin begins producing more oil as we go through puberty. That's why you don't see young kids talking about their pores, and why you can't see pores on a baby's face. Their oil production is minimal. So it's not just that teenagers become more self-conscious. Their pore size actually increases during that time. Because a pore is essentially an opening in the skin, it can become clogged with debris like dead skin cells and oil. Over time, that buildup can stretch the pore out. Additionally, as your skin ages and suffers damage from factors like UV radiation from sunlight, it loses its structural integrity, causing pores to stretch and become even more prone to clogging. This often leads to a vicious cycle. The skin gets damaged, becomes prone to clogging, stretches out the pore, and that larger pore becomes even easier to clog again and again. Just because your pore size is influenced by genetics and oil production does not mean you can't take action to make them look smaller. Before diving into solutions, I want to debunk a few common myths. If you don't understand these, you won't be able to choose interventions that actually work. First and foremost, your pores cannot open and close. You hear it all the time. Steam your skin to open your pores, or splash cold water on your face to close them. Pores simply do not work that way. They are not doors, and there is no surrounding muscle that contracts or expands. They are static structures. While steam can help soften the debris inside a pore to help it empty out, it is not actually opening the pore itself. Another myth involves pore strips, those sticky strips you pull off to reveal the gunk from your skin. They are not a long-term solution. They only empty out the pore temporarily, and it will fill right back up almost immediately. Unless you do something to fundamentally improve the health of your skin or clear those pores consistently, the buildup returns. I am also cautious with pore strips because that physical pulling can theoretically stretch the pore or damage the skin, preventing the pore from bouncing back to its normal size. It's also important to realize that a lot of information about what is pore clogging is inaccurate. People look at ingredients labeled as pore clogging or comedogenic, but those lists don't account for the concentration of the ingredient or the overall formulation of the product. An ingredient might be pore clogging on its own, but when formulated correctly with other components, it doesn't behave that way. Online databases that flag comedogenic ingredients aren't always helpful because they don't show how ingredients interact on your skin. While these sites aren't entirely useless if you are very prone to breakouts, they might stop you from using products that would actually work great for you. The truth is, there is no way to know if a product will clog your pores until you test it on your unique skin. Now that we've cleared that up, let's look at practical steps to reduce the appearance of your pores. Most of this comes down to keeping pores clean and properly exfoliating so they don't continue to stretch out. First, ensure you are cleansing your skin regularly and properly. Most people benefit from cleansing once a day, usually at night. You generally don't need to wash your face in the morning unless you wake up with very oily skin. If you do, a gentle morning cleanse removes excess oil, helping your daytime products sit better on the skin. At night, adjust your cleanse based on the level of dirt, debris, or makeup on your face. If you wear makeup or water-resistant sunscreen, perform a double cleanse. Start with an oil-based cleanser to break down surface makeup and debris, rinse, and follow with a water-based or gel cleanser to remove any remaining residue. In addition to thorough cleansing, protecting your skin from the sun is essential. UV radiation breaks down the supportive structural framework of your skin. As that structure weakens, pores dilate and clog more easily. In severe cases of long-term sun damage, people can develop significantly enlarged, dilated pores. While extreme cases require heavy sun exposure, it illustrates what happens on a smaller scale to everyone as sun damage accumulates over time. Protecting your skin prevents that breakdown, and if you have existing sun damage, specific treatments can help restore that structure. If you find that standard sunscreens clog your pores, experiment with different formulas. Lightweight options or sunscreens specifically designed for oily skin can provide sun protection without clogging your pores. Beyond sun protection, exfoliating acids are among the best tools for managing pore size. These generally fall into two categories: alpha hydroxy acids, AHAs, and beta hydroxy acids, BHAs. AHAs work by loosening the bonds between dead skin cells on the surface. They are great for dullness and help clear out the top of the pore. BHAs, primarily salicylic acid, are oil-soluble, meaning they can penetrate deep into the oil-filled pore to break up internal clogs. While salicylic acid is famous for targeting pores, using a combination of both AHAs and BHAs delivers the best results. The key is balance so you don't over-exfoliate or irritate your skin. A gentle way to introduce salicylic acid is through a daily cleanser. A hydrating cleanser with 1% salicylic acid works well for oily or clog-prone skin. If your skin can tolerate something stronger, a 2% salicylic acid toner can be very effective. To use a salicylic acid toner, apply a small amount to a cotton pad or your palms after cleansing, gently patting it over areas with enlarged or clogged pores. Let it dry for a minute or two before applying the rest of your routine. Some people can use this daily, while others may only need it a few times a week. As like glycolic acid and lactic acid, are also fantastic for pore care. Even though they don't penetrate oil like salicylic acid, they act as humectants, pulling water into the skin surface to create a plumping effect. When the skin is plump and hydrated, pores look visibly smaller. They also help shed dead skin cells and support collagen production. Stronger skin resists stretching, keeping pores tight. A multi-acid blend featuring glycolic acid along with other AHAs can noticeably reduce visible pore size over a few weeks of consistent use. If glycolic acid is too strong or irritating for your skin, gentler as like lactic acid or mandelic acid still offer great pore refining benefits. Other key ingredients can also improve the appearance of pores. Niacinamide, a potent antioxidant, helps regulate oil production and strengthens the skin barrier. Because it balances oil and supports skin resilience, products with niacinamide consistently help refine pore appearance. It pairs well with almost any ingredient, making it easy to layer into your morning or evening routine before applying moisturizer or sunscreen. Formulas combining niacinamide with zinc are particularly effective for oily skin types dealing with prominent pores. We also cannot discuss pores without mentioning retinoids. Retinoids, including retinol, retinaldehyde, prescription tretinoin, and over-the-counter adapalene, are vitamin A derivatives that regulate cell turnover. They help clear out clogged pores, reduce low-grade inflammation that makes pores look larger, and stimulate collagen to keep the skin firm and resilient against stretching. For severe congestion or acne, targeted retinoids like adapalene or tretinoin work best, while standard retinol or retinaldehyde options are great for mild clogging and general skin rejuvenation. If you ever need a quick, temporary fix before a big event or to help makeup go on smoothly, a clay mask can help absorb surface oil directly from the pores. Clay masks shouldn't be used every day as they can dry out the skin, but they work great as an occasional treatment. Sometimes, despite a solid routine, pores may still appear enlarged or stay prone to clogging. This is where professional in-office treatments can help. Deep cleansing facials assist with manual extractions for stubborn clogs you shouldn't squeeze at home. Hydrating medical-grade facials use gentle suction combined with exfoliating acids to clear out deep debris without damaging the tissue. For significant structural enlargement or sun damage, energy-based treatments like mild resurfacing lasers can remodel collagen deep within the skin, helping pores tighten up with minimal downtime. More intensive resurfacing options, such as fractional lasers, microneedling, or chemical peels, also stimulate structural support to firm the skin around the pores. Ultimately, remember that having completely invisible pores or glass skin is an unrealistic expectation. Pores are a natural, necessary part of healthy skin. While genetics gives some people naturally smaller pores, the goal should be optimizing and supporting the skin you have rather than chasing perfection. What products or strategies have helped you manage your pores? If you've tried any popular trends that worked or failed, let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share it with someone who needs it, and I'll see you in the next video.